vengeance. I am the night. I am
Whoop to the motherfucking whoop, fam. Here I am with another video for you guys. This one's gonna be a little bit more serious, kind of funny, but it's more or less like a story. Batman and Robin had the Batmobile, well, Fat Man and Robin had the fire chicken, and I do mean had. Well, here we are at what seems to be what's left of our adventure mobile, the Fire Chicken 2. Some backstory to all this. Well, first, let me show you what all is going on. Can't get in the hood. Well, here we go, a little backstory. I think I was getting off work. I had to walk all the way to where Arthur was hanging out. I didn't have to. I mean, I did because I didn't want to go where I was supposed to go. And yeah. So anyways, Arthur had been drinking all night. And I actually didn't drink that night at all. I sat there and watched everybody else drink, and it was time to go. It was time to go. So here we are. We're getting in the Fire Chicken, right? And it has a tendency to get heated up. So we're driving down the road. We're on Laurent, and there's a cop in front of us. I mean, he passes us, slows down, kind of brakes checks us, keeps driving, but he's driving really slow. So I'm like, what the fuck's this dude doing? What's he up to? Is he just gonna like pull in front of us and then pull us over? I mean, how does this work? What's going on? I've never been pulled over like this before. Well, long thing going, cop never pulls us over, and we end up turning. So I was like, what the fuck ever. And that was kind of weird. So here we are. We're pulling into the apartments, and Demon 3 decides to be like, what's that smell? I smell plastic. And I'm like, I smell plastic too. He's all, I'm smoking a cigarette, so he's all, I'll throw that cigarette out. Throw it out over here. He wanted me to throw my cigarette out his window for some odd reason. And I was just like, what the fuck ever. I kept smoking my cigarette. I know that's not the smell of the plastic. I don't know what the fuck the point of throwing my cigarette out your window. I could roll my window down and throw my cigarette out. So anyway, we finally pull into the parking spot, and we're just sitting there, and the car's smoking. I'm like, dude, the car's smoking. He's all, yeah, it gets heated every once in a while. Then, yeah, I can tell. So finally, I get out the car. He gets out the car. We're bullshitting, and I get a glance out the corner of my eye. This little sparkle, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I look, and I'm like, dude, your car's on fire. He's all, no, it's not. Let's go upstairs. I'm like, no, dude, your car's on fire, and we need some water. So at this point, Arthur panics a little. He pops the hood. Made it kind of worse. The fire got bigger. But I went upstairs and opened the door, left the door open, got some water, came downstairs, threw some water on it, held the hood open while he went and did it, and we were back and forth until the fire was finally out. This motherfucker breaks down crying in distress, and he's like, my whole life's fucking up. There was a whole lot of other things that were going on or playing into this whole stress factor. I mean, I don't blame him for breaking down and crying. But he's crying, I'm laughing. I mean, it's hilarious to me. I almost died. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? I almost met my maker if that car would have blown up. It was on my side of the car, too. I was like, what the fuck? So anyway, that's what happened to the fucking Fire Chicken. The adventures of fat man and fucking throbbing and pretty much over. I mean, we're gonna have to do our adventuring on foot, and we don't really do too much adventuring anymore. But anyway, that's what happened to the fucking fire chicken. Ain't that some blowed ass shit?
Stop! Surrender! Give yourself up. By all that's holy, I might forget myself and do you violence.